Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. So, why should we give da'wah? Why do we try to invite other people to Islam, to the truth, and why we should share the message of Islam with other people? And I like to argue, is that even a choice? Do we even have the choice for not to share the message of Islam? Sadly, and I'm sorry to say this to you, but we don't have a choice. As Muslims, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, if you see something that is wrong, if you see evil taking place, you must change it. He doesn't give you the option. He said, if you see something wrong, you must change it. As a Muslim, you must change what is wrong. And he said, use your hand. And if you cannot use your hand, use your tongue, your words. And if you cannot use your tongue, hate it in your heart. So you do what you can to change what's going on. So if you see somebody drowning, or if you see somebody driving on a highway and the bridge gonna cut off, or if you see somebody walking and to go inside a building that's on fire, you don't have the privilege to say, oh, I don't have to change it. I don't have to stop the person. He didn't give me their consent. All these concepts are foreign, is completely messed up. Allah and the religion of Islam, it's a must that you help other people. You see what I mean? So if a person drowning, and you ask like, hey, do you want me to help you? And the person drowning cannot even speak. Say, oh, he didn't give me their consent to help them. Make no sense. So if you see somebody who's committing idolatry, if you see somebody believes God is a man, or believe God is a woman, or God is a human, or an animal, whatever, or you see somebody believe God is not perfect. So if you see somebody committing such a sins that will compromise their salvation, that will compromise them going to heaven, you have no option other than trying to engage and help them out. You get the point? Because imagine, make things personal. Imagine if your child is drowning and doesn't know how to swim, and it is drowning in a swimming pool. And around the swimming pool, there is 20 people sitting around the swimming pool, dipping their legs in the swimming pool. The least that they can do is to say, hey, help him out. Or they can push their feet to the front for your child to hold on to their feet, to their leg, and they will be saved. And you running, you see your child drowning, and you see nobody's helping. And once you reach, you find out your child died. You gonna look at other people and you say, you guys killed my child. By you not doing anything, you helped in him or her to die. You get the point? So from Islamic perspective, we have no other option than to help other people. Cool? So that's what I'm trying to argue. We know from Islamic perspective, majority, maybe even consensus, somebody might say and argue, that giving da'wah, sharing the message of Islam, is fard kifaya. It is an obligation upon the community. They say it is obligation upon community. If there is enough people sharing the message of Islam, that responsibility fall off from the shoulders of everybody else. It's like funeral prayer. When somebody passes away, not the entire community need to go and pray. You need at least 40 people, or like around that number, to go and pray on the deceased. So giving da'wah, sharing the message of Islam, if there is enough individuals sharing the message of Islam, then you are good. But if there is not enough people sharing the message of Islam, it will become fard ain. It will become an obligation upon every single person in the community. Makes sense? So it is, I like to argue that the rulings of giving da'wah is both. Makes sense? So on an individual level, it is obligation upon all of us as Muslims to share the message of Islam within our capacity. Some people like to speak, some people like to debate, some people like to record, some people like to edit, some people like to write articles and books and tweets and so on and on. Some people like sharing videos and so it is obligation upon every single Muslim to share the religion of Islam within their capacity. Makes sense? So it is both. You cannot just say, oh, they got it, I don't need to do nothing. They got it, and you just sit, do nothing, and somebody drowning in front of you say, oh, let me call 911. The person is dying, drowning, because you never know when a person gonna die. You get the point? A person might die today. And you're gonna be sitting here, you doing nothing. Say, yeah. They're gonna preach to him. They're gonna talk to him. They're gonna guide him. The person might die any second. So there's that sense of urgency that you need to do whatever within your means to help other people.